I was just getting ready to do the next little video recording, and I had a notification to check the front door, and these were on my doorstep. Aren't they gorgeous? And I have to be honest with you, they're from a client of mine as a thank you, and I was not expecting that, and it was such a lovely surprise that it has completely thrown me for a loop, and everything that I was preparing to say has just kind of gone. I wish I could put these in the background whilst I'm filming, actually, because the colours and the types of flowers are just absolutely fantastic. So, I'm going to take a minute and pop them downstairs in the cool and come back and try and do a coherent video. But if I don't, and if it's rambly and if it's all over the place, that's why. So take two, although I'm not quite sure how to follow that lovely surprise and still be coherent and remember what I was going to say for this particular video. But I'm determined to get this video done today and get it on the website, so I'm just going to go on the fly and keep my fingers crossed that at least some of it will make sense to you. So I wanted to add this extra little video with a little bit of extra background context for anyone who was coming to Zenguin that is new to Zenguin, new to the website, new to me and Team Zenguin, just to add a bit of context. And it's funny, the timing of those flowers, because I was going to talk about, why we created Zenguin and why now and what was so unique about Zenguin. And the why now bit is very important, actually, because as somebody who is a bit of a geek when it comes to fear responses, and this is my professional jam. I love it. I don't love fear in that way, but I love to help people get out of fear, and I love keeping up to date with research about it and inventing strategies and techniques, testing them out for people to use. One of the things that I've really noticed is that post-pandemic, the tide of fear has been rising even more. I mean, levels of anxiety were pretty high before the pandemic, but having people go through the pandemic and having things that we would normally use, to feel safe and supported and scaffolded, having those then be cues of danger was, so difficult for people, where you would normally go to someone for a hug or visit someone's house or go out and about, and suddenly those things were dangerous. Made it a lot more difficult for people to navigate through the pandemic and come out the other side. And of course, now we have all of the kind of talk around, people getting back to normal. And there are a lot of people that have struggled and feel even more stressed post-pandemic and are trying to get on with stuff, but their fear responses are very close to the surface, or they're living in them, for long periods of time. And so I think it was my husband that really kind of kept gently poking at me for quite a while to say, you really need to get these materials out there. You need to share them with people. Because my husband knew behind the scenes how effective they were. So after 30-something years of being very content to just, be a person who is the discreet kind of go-to secret weapon in someone's background, who, people will come and visit when they feel stressed, but nobody else knows about it, and advising again behind the scenes for people like Channel 4, to now have to come and step out and, share these resources a bit more widely is, I've got to come out of my own comfort zone with this, because I'd be very happy just to stay in the background and let someone else come out and do this bit. But I do love talking about Zenguin, and I like explaining little bits about why why we do it and why we want to get it out there. So there are so many unique things about Zenguin, from the theory that kind of has created Zenguin to the secret inner space map and the fear slope, which are completely unique tools out there on the market right now, which have been so effective, a real game changer for people navigating through stress. To be able to look at a map and say, where did I just go? Oh, I went there. And then to know, if you go here, you use this toolkit. And if you go here, you use this toolkit. And this might work and that might work. And I think one of the things that I love the most about Zenguin is that it is giving people a different language and different concept to talk about our stress responses, our anxiety and overwhelm and depression and difficult, experiences, using a different language, which we can, talk to other people using those terms that make it much more friendly to speak about things that normally, have a big stigma around them. People talking about feeling anxious, etc., and feeling stressed. So I know that this is a rambly video. I was sort of listening to myself go through it. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to do a better job anytime soon today. I wonder if I should do just some quick bullet points of, okay, we created Zenguin because it's completely, unique, and I needed to use it myself, and it worked so darn well that I had to share it with other people. Why now? Because people are just stressed and they need something, and they need it practical, and they need it now, and they need it to work and be effective. And then what's so unique about Zenguin? Everything, quite honestly. All the materials are new. This is not some AI generated stuff. It's uniquely illustrated, it's uniquely designed, it is uniquely effective. It's been a game changer for people. And anything else that I need to say, I have completely forgotten, and that's all right. And I may come back and redo this video. But for now, if you're just a person sitting there and you feel stressed, and you would just like to feel less stressed, and you would just like to investigate, strategies which may help, which are easy and friendly to use, just pop your email in the box below, and we will do our best to help you. I think that's probably it in a nutshell.